Alright, good morning. May 19th, 2021. Before I get into the latest chapter of this book, just take a deep breath. I know that people that watch my channel might own crypto, might own assets that look like they're gonna lose some value today. Oh my gosh. We're in the third dimension. You're a human. Maybe you're in the sixth dimension. I don't know. I mean, that's where I'm at, but I don't know. Yeah. Just take a step back. Everything's beautiful. You can't panic, people, okay? I mean, panicking is how you lose. I mean, panicking is when you second guess yourself, okay? So me, I have 0 second guesses about what I'm doing right now. Now, okay, we got the markets under pressure. We got cryptos under quite a bit of pressure. These are paper losses, okay? Paper gains, paper losses, okay? Why get caught up in this? So, we're still in the same scenario as we were a couple of days ago, okay? Dollar is, still below 90. I mean, this is nothing. Absolutely nothing. 0. I don't want to hear about it, okay? I remain a massive crypto bull, a stock market bull. Nothing has changed, okay? And if you're panicking, well, that's your problem, okay? I don't see any reason to be panicking right now. That was really all I had to say about that. We'll get into more of the markets, though. Let's get into the latest chapter. So, the latest chapter goes deeper into how you control your mind. And it starts off with a story, really, about this man whose girlfriend didn't like his lower lip. And he goes to a plastic surgeon to get it fixed up. And then he goes back to his girlfriend and says, he only spent a little bit of money on this operation. And he says, I spent all my money to fix this lower lip that you didn't like. Do you like me now? And then she says, no, I was only using you for your money. Now that you have none, I'm going to place a voodoo curse on you, and I'm going to leave you. And that's what happened. The man appeared as if he aged about 20 years in the span of a week. He lost about 30 pounds. He was looking absolutely terrible. He goes back to the doctor. He says, who did the surgery, says, oh, no, blah, 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 and then, she placed this curse, and then he felt something, in his lower lip, and he was, like, all worried, and his thoughts were manifesting this. Doctor fixes it, tells him, look, man, you're okay, and just clears up the situation. His thoughts were changed, and he went out and reversed that aging completely. And it goes to the point of hypnosis again. I've talked about hypnosis, but it's really about everyone being hypnotized to a certain degree, and how is that hypnotization gotten? And it's gotten from developing the negative beliefs about yourself. And I wrote this myself. This isn't from the book, but what is a curse? To me, in that situation, it was a person had psychological dominance over another person and causes their thoughts to manifest in a certain direction. So she made him she implanted that belief, and he did too, of course, that he was a bad person or whatever, he deserved this, he was under a curse. And there's a couple of examples as to how you can prove this. One second. Basically, you can use hypnotic suggestion to do things like increasing someone's lifting strength. If a person's told you're stronger than ever under hypnosis, they'll lift more. If a person is told you can't lift this pen, they won't lift it, even if they're the strongest weightlifter in the world, and they should be able to lift it with very, very ease. Another example would be a person who has a stutter. You put them under hypnosis, that you tell them you don't have a stutter anymore. You can talk perfectly fine in front of this group of people. You're totally normal. They talk normally. So everyone's hypnotized to a certain degree, and you need to decondition that hypnosis, understand it's about your self-image, and then you can move forward and have a good life. And then they give some strategies to relax, and most of that's centered around mental pictures. So build mental pictures, envision yourself doing things, and get rid of those mental blocks that we all have, especially, no matter how much you're going to decondition, you're going to have more. So, yeah, that is the latest chapter in that book right there. So let's get deeper into the markets. People get rattled, and I mean, when you look at the market overall, you got to take things in context, okay? And I'm talking about every single market, crypto market, metals market. I mean, year to date, cryptos is still put on crazy gains. Bitcoin is still almost twice its all-time high that was hit in 2017 or 18 or whatever. I mean, why get rattled about this stuff? I will probably add to my crypto positions today. I'm seeing, I've already added to my crypto positions on 2 of these dips. And so I don't think I'm going to add right now, but let's say Bitcoin goes down to 30,000, I would definitely be adding there. So I just watch the levels and I say, okay, look, when I say buy a dip, for example, I'm not saying go all in. I mean, you always need a certain amount of cash on standby. That's just how it works. Dollar cost averaging, okay? Pigs get slaughtered. That's how it works. So if you're going all in on any one asset or all in on any one dip or whatever, good luck. I want you to make money, but it's not how I choose to trade. And I don't choose to get fancy either. Cryptos are in a bull market, okay? We see drawdowns like this. And people say, oh, well, 20% is a bear market. No. You put it into context. I mean, Bitcoin dips 30% all the time. I mean, what are we at now? We're at about 38,000 and we were at 64. So 40%, something like that. I mean, it could, 50% is normal for cryptos. I mean, what did Bitcoin go down from the all-time high? I mean, it went down like 80%. So, I mean, this is nothing. And has anything changed? I mean, the Federal Reserve is still doing what they're doing. And I understand, I didn't mention that because I didn't do a post-market yesterday, but we had Janet Yellen come out, and that's what hit the market. And I know I've been saying I'm still a bull in this market. And look, I've also told you, what am I setting up? Credit spreads right now, okay? I'm not doing naked calls. I have a couple, but, they're very, very small. I'm doing credit spreads, man. I mean, this is, I think, where it's at right now, because it limits your downside, okay? I will probably be buying this market today. Crude oil is quite a bit lower. Maybe I'll even buy some of that. Actually, I will tell you right now, I will be adding to my oil. I will be adding to my other positions. I'm not saying I'm freaking buying, rolling over the mortgage on the house, or taking a home equity loan for the shit, but, I'm gonna be. I mean, there's just no question about it. I add on every single dip. If there's a dip in this market, I buy it. Okay. Again, not going all in. Okay. Stop this hope-rooted thinking where you're like, maybe you had a loss another day and you say, well, I want to make back that loss. Half the time you're going to incur a larger loss, and then you're going to be really hurt by that. Don't put yourself in a position where you can be hurt. Don't put yourself in the position to not know what you're going to do next, okay? Don't put yourself in a position where you could get lost, okay? Lost in the sauce, okay? Look, the dollar is slightly higher, but it's still below 90, okay? I understand oil is falling, 10-year stable. I'm not worried at all. Let this market fall more. Really, let it fall more, and I will keep buying it. I will keep buying it until the Federal Reserve really decides it's going to take the wheels off. But look, if the Federal Reserve takes the wheels off, we are going to just crash so fast, and they will lose control right now at least. They will let it crash at a certain point, but I just don't think, based on a lot of different things, that they are done yet. Most of those things are centered around killing the middle class. Are they done with that yet? No, I still think they want to punish us more, to take advantage of us more, because when they crash, that's when people will really start to wake up. And those of us that are already awake and have acquired the correct assets for that, we will be sitting so pretty. It will be a beautiful thing. But those people will be screwed. But there are a lot of people left that still have a significant amount of investments, say in a 401k or an IRA. A lot of investment vehicles that they still wanted to basically destroy and look, even though they're buying everything, literally buying everything, printing dollars beyond your belief, they just aren't even close to finished. It's a multiple expansion. Their balance sheet has doubled in the past year. I mean, it's going to quadruple. It's probably going to increase 5 times from this level fairly soon, within the next few years. I don't think people understand how much inflation can be created, how controlled this environment is. But I'm going off. This is honestly way too long already. So I'll leave it here. We'll see how this day plays out. Yeah, good luck. Don't get rattled. We're doing good.